Hey guys, it's Gita. Welcome back to my channel. Happy New Year to everyone. Happy 2016. Today is New Year's Day and I am going to be filming my favorite beauty products, actually specifically makeup products of 2015. I didn't fill every single category. I kind of just grabbed the stuff that I have used the most, that I have loved the most. I tried to do mostly like relevant products that came out in the last year, but honestly, some of the stuff that I'm going to show you probably didn't come out in 2015. Some of it probably came out, earlier than that. Some of these are kind of classic products, some are new products. It's just a compilation of everything I love the most, everything I've used the most. And just for fun, I also did film the makeup tutorial that I'm wearing right now. I kind of wanted to do like a tutorial using my favorite products of the year. So keep an eye out for that. I will be posting it soon. I'm sure most of these products you are going to see again in future videos, and I probably talked about some of them before, but yeah, these are just things I've discovered this year or things I have loved this year, just my absolute favorites. So the first thing I want to talk about is the Cover FX Total Cover Cream Foundation. This was the first ever cream foundation that I ever tried or purchased, and I absolutely love it. It has this wonderful consistency. I think it would work for different skin types. My skin's really dry. It works wonderfully on my skin. It has like a demi matte finish, maybe a satin finish, and it blends nicely with other things as well. I usually will mix this with, and I'll show you next, the other thing from Cover FX. I usually mix this in with the Cover FX Custom Cover Drops, and these were something that did come out in 2015. These were a new product in 2015, and I have two shades. I have N20 and N25. So I actually purchased N25 first during the summertime, and it's probably like better on me when my skin is more tan. This one's mostly empty. The N20 is the one I've been using more recently, and I absolutely love these. What they basically are is pigment, not pure pigment, but pretty concentrated pigment in liquid form that you can actually mix into other products. So I usually mix in with like a lesser coverage foundation to add, pigment, to add coverage, but also to add color. So if you have something that maybe is like a little bit off and you buy this in a shade that matches you perfectly, you can kind of use it for products that maybe wouldn't otherwise match your skin tone. Also, if you want to go a little bit more like kind of lighter makeup one day, you can mix a few drops into a primer or a moisturizer and just throw that on and run out the door. That's not how I usually use it, and I will let you know that, depending on what you mix it with, I have heard people say like certain products, mixing it with, it might cause that product to oxidize or to break up on the skin. That hasn't happened to me at all. I feel like I've heard that more from people with oily skin, so I'm not sure if maybe it just reacts different. I mean, products react differently on everyone, so I haven't personally had that problem, but I have heard about that happening. So just something to be aware of. The next product I have already talked about multiple times. I have an entire video dedicated to this product, and that is the Sensual Skin Enhancer by Kevyn Aucoin. This has a cream consistency, and this is again like a super pure pigment product. And this one is, I usually use it for spot concealing, like I'll put directly onto a blemish and blend in. Alternatively, you can sheer it out in other products, so you could like mix this into other facial products again to add coverage and pigment. I absolutely love the consistency of this, and I'm so glad that I picked it up. It's going to be a staple from here on out. I will definitely repurchase. Definitely one of my favorite products of this year. Next, I have the Naked Skin Concealer by Urban Decay. I picked this one up pretty recently, so I've only been using this for a couple of months. I have the shade Fair Neutral, so it's quite light, and I use this to highlight my under eyes. I'm wearing it today. This one is really nice for that, for highlighting, and it does cover. If you have like really bad under eye circles, it might not cover. You might want to color correct first, but it is a pretty full coverage concealer. What I like about it is the consistency is quite thin but still creamy, so it works on my dry skin. It blends in beautifully, it covers, it does everything you would want a concealer to do. One of probably the best concealers I've come across in quite a long time, so definitely have been enjoying this one. Next thing that I want to talk about is a bronzer, also by Kevyn Aucoin. This is the Celestial Bronzing Veil in Tropical Nights, and what I love about this particular bronzer is it's actually really cool toned, so it works on me. It's not like really orange or anything like that. It has just a hint of shimmer in it, no chunks of shimmer or chunks of glitter. I really enjoy this. This and Tarte's Park Avenue Princess are my favorite bronzers right now, but this one I like just a little bit more. It's a little bit more cool toned than the Tarte one is, so you wouldn't use this to contour because obviously it has shimmer in it, but it's really great just to warm up the cheeks. I'm wearing it today. Absolutely love this bronzer, and this was a 2015 discovery, though not a new product by any means. This is a highlight by Cover FX, last Cover FX product, I promise. This is called Moonlight. This is a highlight, and what I absolutely love about this, it actually is like a champagne, almost like a pink gold. It's super light, so it's really nice for like lighter skin tones. As you can see, I hit pan on this. I've never hit pan on a highlight in my life. I actually hit pan on it today while I was filming the tutorial, and I was so excited that I hit pan. I absolutely love this. It is like so soft, so finely milled. It has just the right amount of shimmer. It reflects on the skin beautifully. Again, I'm wearing it today. This one and Becca Moonstone were my two favorites, but I felt like this was like a little more my favorite. And also, I mean, everybody loves Becca Moonstone, and I feel like this is like an underrated product that more people should try and talk about. It's just fantastic. And then I have a blush, not new in 2015 at all. This is Warm Soul by MAC. Everyone's probably seen this. It is like a bronzy color, basically, with like a hint of peach in it and a little bit of shimmer. This is one of their Mineralize blushes. So it has like a really soft consistency and a little shimmer to it. It just warms up the face. It makes it this gorgeous sheen. Again, I'm wearing it today. I love this blush. You know, again, it's not new. It's kind of a classic color. There are not very many products by MAC that I really love. There's only really a few products from MAC that I would like repurchase, and this is one of them. I love this, the formula and the color. All right, so moving on to the eyes, I want to talk briefly about two eyeshadow formulas. So not specifically colors, but actual formulas that I love the most. So these are the Viseart, or this is the Viseart Neutral Mattes palette. These shadows have such a soft, creamy consistency. They're so smooth that they're so easy to blend. They practically blend themselves. I'm so glad that I invested in these this year. And I would do it again. You can definitely find deals on these palettes if you look online, but I do think that they're worth the full price. I would pay full price again for this palette. And this is just like one of those building blocks palettes, because I have other neutral ones, but I reach for this almost every single time I do my makeup now. So what I'll do is kind of lay down my base shades using this, and then I'll throw on whatever other colors I want. They just are so perfect. So I'm looking forward to getting more of these in the future. The other formula that I love this year, and again, I've already talked about these in another video extensively, are the Makeup Forever Artist Shadows. And again, these just have such a soft consistency. What's really cool about these is, of course, they're singles. You can buy however many singles you like and kind of create your own palette. They're magnetized. You can throw them into a Z palette. They have 5 different finishes. So they have a matte, an iridescent, a satin, a metallic, and there's one more I can't remember. I think the metallic is super unique and gorgeous. So are the iridescent. The mattes are like super creamy and smooth. I think that the Makeup Forever and the Viseart have a really similar consistency. So if you like one, you'll probably like the other. The really cool thing about these is, of course, that you can pick out whatever shades you want. And I kind of have a mix of like colorful and neutral. I definitely want more of these, but again, I really don't need to buy more eyeshadow right now. But I reach for these really often. And if you've been eyeing them for a while, they're amazing. They're so worth it. Yeah, highly recommend. Next on the eyes, I will only talk about these lashes, no other lashes, even though I like other lashes. These are Mink lashes from Blinking Beaute. So I'm actually wearing number 1 today, and the other style is called Samantha. These were created in collaboration with Samantha Ravindal from Lash Beauty. You guys probably already follow her on Instagram and YouTube. If you don't, what are you doing with your life? These are gorgeous. I didn't really want to invest in Mink lashes because I felt like, why would I spend $30 on a single pair of lashes? Their band is so lightweight, even though it's thick. They're like full and thick and fluffy and gorgeous, but they don't feel like you're wearing lashes. They don't feel heavy. They feel so comfortable. I could wear these all day, every day, and have no problem. Blinking Beaute says you can wear these about 20 to 25 times with proper care. I haven't had these long enough to know if they wear that many times. You just want to care for them, you know, take the glue off, put it back in the packaging. I do all of that. I have been absolutely loving these. I would definitely purchase from them again. I think they're worth the money. I'll talk about a couple of tools. So I'll just like briefly touch on these. These are the Bdellium Tools eye brushes. I made an entire video talking about these, so I'm not going to go in depth, but these were my most used eye brushes of 2015, probably my most used brushes overall. They're so fantastic. I love the Bambu line, which are the all synthetic ones. They come in fun colors. They have all different types of brushes. They have an excellent price point. They're between like $8 and $10 each. I made an entire video talking about these, so again, I won't go into depth. I'll just link that video down below if you're interested in these. You guys, these rival a lot of my more expensive brushes. They are so good, so highly recommend these. The only other tool I will talk about is a lash curler. I know that's like not that exciting, or it doesn't seem that exciting. This one is by Shiseido, and what I love about this lash curler is it has a really unique shape. So it's actually like an almond shape. It's super elongated, and what's cool about that is that a lot of lash curlers they're too rounded and they don't grab every lash because everyone's eye isn't shaped the same. So you need to find a lash curler that fits the shape of your eyes. And my eyes are like longer, I think, and they're not super rounded. So this works perfectly for me. It just like grabs every single eyelash and curls them beautifully, and I would purchase again and again. This will probably last. You can actually buy the replacement pads from Sephora. I think they're like $3 each, so you don't have to like go replace your lash curler when you need to replace the, but I've had this for a long time. This was one of my most used tools of 2015, so that's why I'm mentioning it. Another company that I discovered in 2015, not a new company, but newer, I think, is Lit Cosmetics, and these are a couple of my favorite glitters from them. We have Magic Dragon and Champagne Wishes. They are just a fantastic company. They're a small company based up in Canada. What I really like about their glitters is they come in 3 different sizes. They cut them in different sizes. So if you like super fine micro glitter, you can get that. If you like thick chunky glitter, they have that. And most of the different colors actually come in all the different cuts, so you can kind of customize, which is so cool because different types of glitters work well for different looks. So this is a Magic Dragon, and this is green, and this is in number 3. So I just want to show you like how super micro fine that is versus Champagne Wishes, which is a number 2. And this one, as you can see, is like just a little bit bigger and just a little bit thicker. So these apply beautifully. I love the packaging as well because it doesn't release too much product. What I'll often do is shake a little bit into the cap to use it, or I'll shake it onto my stainless steel palette. They have a fantastic selection of color. I think they have like 200 different shades or something like that. So pretty much any glitter that you could possibly want in your life, they probably have it. So definitely check them out if you're in the market for some glitter. I didn't have any mascara to talk about, but I did have the Diorshow Lash Primer. I just mentioned this in an empties video that I did, and this is a primer that you apply to your lashes before applying mascara. So it actually goes on white, and what it does is basically plumps and thickens your lashes and kind of like elongates them just to apply mascara after they make your lashes look super full. This is expensive. I think it's like 28 bucks or 29 bucks or something like that. But it's something I would definitely repurchase again, and I haven't tried any other lash primers to make a comparison. I know that Lancome makes one that's very popular. This one is fantastic, and I think what's nice about it is you could pair it with any mascara and it would make any mascara look better. So you could buy like a cheap $5 mascara and this would make it look amazing. So yeah, highly recommend this one. The only eyeliner that I'm going to talk about is the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner. And again, I just talked about this in my empties video. I did use this whole liner up. This is a brush tip liner. It's unique in that it has a brush tip, and according to Kat Von D Beauty, it has over 300 individual hairs in the brush tip. So it is super fine and super sharp for making wings. I absolutely love this liner because it does not fray, it does not break, and the shape does not change, and it didn't dry out on me either. It lasted a really long time. I store it upside down, so I put it in a jar and I put it upside down so it doesn't dry out. But absolutely love this liner. It replaced the Stila liner as my favorite ever liquid liner, and this was my favorite of the year. The NYX Micro Brow Pencil in Taupe and the Anastasia Dipbrow in Taupe also. This has replaced my Brow Wiz. A lot of people have mentioned that they prefer the Brow Wiz because they think the Brow Wiz is like more waxy and soft than the NYX, which is kind of true, but that's kind of why I like the NYX. So it has a really fine tip. the same way that the Brow Wiz does, but it actually is like dry enough that it doesn't like move when I apply it to my eyebrows. So I'll apply it, it really stays in place. The color is perfect. The Dipbrow, you guys, everyone has talked about the Dipbrow. You know what the Dipbrow is. I have a love-hate relationship with this product because I go through phases of liking it and not liking it, whether or not I like dramatic brows or not. And I know I just made a video recently talking about how like I want to do more natural brows and stuff, which is true to some extent, but when I want to do a bold brow, the Dipbrow is my go-to product. I did get really into the NYX brow gel this year, but actually the reason I came back to my Dipbrow over the brow gel is that they don't have a shade in the brow gel that matches as well as this does. The Taupe is the perfect shade for me, and also I like the packaging of this more because it's a pot and I can reach my brush into the pot and use the lid to kind of swirl it around. The packaging of the NYX brow gel is not very good. So this is probably the one that I prefer more, and this was a very much used product in the year of 2015, as I'm sure it was for many other people. So there's nothing original about that, but it is a good product and I would recommend it. Alright, so for liquid lipsticks, I know they were all the rage in 2015. Pretty much everyone's hopping on the liquid lipstick bandwagon at this point. So I'll first talk about just my favorite liquid lipstick ever, my favorite formula and color ever, and I'm wearing it on my lips today. This is Patina by Stila. Stila as a brand actually underwhelms me pretty much all the time. I sort of feel like a lot of their products are just very like, there's nothing really super innovative about their brand, and I really don't want to bag on them. I just don't really get excited about that many of their products, but their liquid lipsticks are really good. So what I like about these is they tend to wear really nicely on me. So for example, it's the afternoon. I put it on this morning when I filmed a tutorial. I put this on this morning, then I ate a big breakfast, and it was still totally on my lips. It worn slightly off in the center, but it also layers really nicely. So I just put a little bit more in the center of my lips and it looked just as nice as when I originally applied it. This I do usually pair with MAC's Whirl lip liner, which is another favorite this year. There's really nothing super special about MAC lip pencils. I really like them, but I feel like I like my NYX almost just as much. The NYX are like $3 and these are like $17, so don't run out and get this if you don't already own it, but the color is really nice. There probably is a NYX dupe out there for Whirl, but these two just pair really nicely together. The Stila is a little bit more mauve and the Whirl has a little more brown in it, but they pair together perfectly. You don't need a lip brush even to blend the colors. I usually line my lips and then fill in with this. Perfect combo. I think it would be flattering on so many people. Definitely a favorite of mine this year. I'll talk about two other liquid lipstick brands, and I'll mention the Anastasia ones. They actually released their lipsticks a while back, so it's not a new product for 2015 at all, and neither is the Stila either. When they originally released the formula, I didn't buy any because I heard so many bad reviews, but in the fall of 2015, they re-released like their entire line in a new formula, and then they released a bunch of new colors for the fall. So I picked up a bunch of the new colors, or like 5 of them. The two favorites that I have are Sarafine, which is a red, and then Trust Issues, which is this burgundy color. These two actually mixed together make like this gorgeous cranberry shade that I love. But Sarafine has actually taken the place of Stila Beso as my favorite ever red lipstick, and I never thought that would happen. I didn't even think it was possible. I really like this red. It's just a very neutral red. It's not super warm. It's not like really blue based or really orange. It's just like a true red. It's slightly deeper than Beso. It's so flattering. It's so gorgeous. My go-to red lipstick for sure. And then Trust Issues is just a beautiful burgundy color, and I love to pair this with a dark liner like MAC Night Moth and kind of blend together for like a really vampy lip. These wear really nicely on me. I mean, they're not like super food proof, so if I wear them, I recently wore this combo, these two lipsticks together, to a Christmas party, and I drank and I ate, and they stayed on pretty well. It got a little patchy in the center of my lip, but I like ate, you guys. When I test out liquid lipsticks, it's no joke. I full on eat meals, and these are pretty good. They're not perfect, but they are a pretty good formula, one of the better ones I've tried. The final product and the final liquid lipstick, Celebrity Skin by Jeffree Star. This is his nude shade, first nude shade he ever released, and I bought this when it first came out, so I don't know if he has reformulated his lipstick since then. I'm actually not a huge fan of his brand in general, in that I find that his formulas are inconsistent from one shade to the next. So Celebrity Skin wears really nicely on me, but then 714, which was a coral shade that he released, was like not cute at all. And then Unicorn Blood was like super patchy and just like it wore off. It was so bad. So I actually got rid of those ones. I only have 3. I have this one, Queen Supreme, and Weirdo, and those ones are pretty good. But that's my only issue. And you know, I guess the same could be said of any brand, that they have some inconsistencies. It just bothers me. I don't know, maybe I'm being too harsh. I feel like if you're gonna release liquid lipsticks or really any product, they should all perform well. You know, I shouldn't be like, well, this one performs well and that one's terrible. So like with my Stila lipsticks, all of them wear just as well. I don't have one shade that performs badly. They all really perform very well for me. So that's my only gripe about, and everybody has their opinions on Jeffree Star. Some people hate him, some people love him. I personally think that he's absolutely hilarious. He does have a YouTube channel now. You can follow him and his tutorials are hilarious. So that was everything I had to talk about. Those were just the products that I loved in 2015, the products that I reached for over and over again, my tried and true favorites. You know, there were tons more that I did not include in this video. I wanted it to be only makeup, because if this were my beauty favorites and I was going to tell you about like skincare and hair care and all that crap, we would be sitting here for like an hour and a half. I'm going to be doing a products I like regret buying, or like worst products of 2015 video. Not worse, like they're all bad, just like products that I would not spend my money on again video, and that's coming up soon. If you have any questions for me, any comments, any suggestions for other videos, leave those below. Give this a thumbs up if you did enjoy watching, and please subscribe if you haven't already if you'd like to watch future videos. And thanks so much for watching, you guys. I so appreciate it. Looking forward to having a fabulous 2016, and I'm going to try to just be really active on here, put up lots of content and videos for you guys, so please let me know if there's anything you would like to see. Thanks so much, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.